Just because we've broken the illusion doesn't mean we don't need to keep it up, keep perpetuating it. Like
there's a lot of things that just because we do know that, I mean, movies, television shows, holidays, are all things that we know are fabrications, but we maintain the illusion and we maintain the thing. So just because the illusion has been broken at some time in the past doesn't mean that we can't all enjoy the illusion that we have now.
Which is why we pretend that you're coming up with the taglines.
You just broke the illusion.
You broke the illusion.
Right after we talked. We've talked about this. We've talked about this.
Look, and I spelled it with an X this time. On that note, I'm Pete Cochran.
I'm Line Hayes.
You're not Line Hayes.
What?
No. It's not. That's C. It's a link. All right. That we're not putting in. Okay. There we go.
All right. Try number 3.
So, yeah. No, see, there you go. Breaking the illusion. This is us. We just came in. We sat. The illusion is we came in. We sat down on the couch and we turned on the camera and we turned on the show, and nothing is scripted and nothing is made up or discussed beforehand.
So we don't get. I spelled it with an X this time.
And we actually have not watched the episodes, and our discussions at the end are impromptu. But we still need to have. The illusion is important and it's enjoyable.
This intro.
I mean, I'm just gonna keep doing this until we roll forward.
We're not. This is the first time we've done this. We just walked in and sat down on the couch. There has been no.
We haven't sat here and done this
3 times at all. But the important thing is that the illusion continues, and I think our viewers understand that even if something is made up or it's fanciful, we can still all enjoy the illusion, like holidays and television shows and things like that. See, and this time I spelled it with an X.
Yeah, it was funnier the first time.
Yeah.
So,
and on that note, I'm Pete Cochran.
I'm Link Hayes with a C.
Can we try it one more time?
Just roll from Peter.
All right.
It's not Peter.
It's Pete.
It's Pete.
Just go.
You are very bad with names, aren't you?
I was thinking it was Peter Venkman, but
it's not Peter Venkman. It's Pete Cochran. I'm Pete Cochran.
I'm Link Hayes.
And I'm Julie Barnes.
And honestly, at this point, I have no idea what we're doing. So let's just watch Over the Garden Wall. I am going to have a hard time cutting that together.
That's going to be a lot of editing.
Yeah. The ringing of the bell! Bong, bong.
Ask not for who the bell tolls. It tolls for thee.
I don't pay toll. I know a troll.
Is his name Purple?
No.
Anything? That's a lot of power. What? Oh no, did I knock down that tree with my powers? Sorry, are you okay?
Yeah, the tree just came at me out of nowhere.
I can't.
Maybe. Dum-da-dum-da-dum-dum-dum.
Get that frog out of your pants.
You can do it once. Hey, what's in these old baskets?
Things I never thought I would say to my brother.
We're rich.
What?
Look, it's full of black turtles. We're turtle rich.
You know, it's kind of funny finding a basket of turtles in an abandoned house, huh?
Yeah.
Guess that means it's not
that kind of funny.
not that kind of thing.
Oh.
Auntie, I've finished sorting, see?
That's super weird. I don't mean to insult your family,
Oh,
but...
she's not my real aunt.
Oh my gosh.
See? Hey, where'd Dr. Cucumber go? Hey, I'm gonna get...
Perhaps this time it could be different.
Huh.
Here.
This time.
Yeah. Again, foreshadowing.
Something weird is going on. Where are we going?
See, Greg noticed.
So, yeah, just so you know, this is a universal truth.
And you can
Doing
hide.
chores
Pigeon, don't
brings you
tip
closer
over.
together.
You're needed in the operating room.
Laura and I have not had that experience.
Looks pretty good. I think we're done.
For some reason, I thought that old lady was the people eater. Why not all along?
It was-
Just goes to show you stuff. Now, I haven't planned on
It just goes to show you stuff.
Your plan was better.
The ringing of the bell commands you. Stop making more of your bad stuff, spirit. And also go away and don't come back.
And also go away and don't come back.
Yeah, but the problem is that what happens to the spirit? Where does it go?
Mona,
What? You say?
There has to be another way. No, there is only me. There is only my way. There is only the forest, and there is only surrender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little more of the beast.
A little bit more of the beast. I also have a feeling, and I could be wrong on this completely, but I have. I think that you may not have seen the last of Adelaide. Not that she will
Mhm.
definitely come back in a corporeal way or affect them, as an adversary or whatever. Obviously, everything is intertwined and everything is connected together. The beast and the sisters and the spirits and the frogs and the turtles and the and it's really difficult to
Figure out how they're all interwoven.
right. A lot of it
you
just
know-
seems nonsensical.
You know that they are, you just don't know where the pieces connect. Like,
One of the things I think is telling is that Adelaide chose to use yarn as a tool. And when you're talking about the way that things are interconnected and woven together and confusing strands going to different places, but when you
Right.
pull the strings the right way, everything comes together.
Right. So I find myself at this point coming backward with it. I felt like we made a lot of progress over the last 3 episodes and generated a lot of interest and answered a lot of questions. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, I really didn't see this episode as any kind of advancement. I don't think I know anything more about the story, what the real story is, after watching this episode than I did after I watched the last episode. And it's kind of disappointing. And it may just be that I'm missing something or I'm not looking at it in the right way, but I don't know.
Alright.
So, I mean, obviously there's connections and there's callbacks and there's these, interpolations and all these little things that all go together. I'm not saying that it didn't fit with the overall arc. I'm just saying I don't see any story advancement.
What I'm curious about is Auntie Whispers eating turtles when Lorena was, in truth, the wicked one. So we've seen the turtles sort of causing misfortune and bad things to happen and, corruption and stuff going through. And yet Auntie Whispers was eating turtles and she seems to be perfectly fine. So I'm wondering what's going on there and what the explanation is.
Well, one of the things is that, you come back to family. You know what, I'll backpedal just a little bit here. The theme that they talked about with, Auntie Whispers is not my real aunt, but she's my family. So that this is something that's going to come back and be a theme as part of Wirt and Greg and that kind of their relationship. And so it's going to be that's one of those things that's going to come back.
I would just think that every time we've seen a turtle in the past, the turtle has been alive. the dog coughed up a live turtle. All of the stuff that's going on had live turtles, and Auntie Whispers was eating them.
Right.
There's
Well,
obviously-
Auntie Whispers and Adelaide are part of a landscape in a way that the dogs and Wirt and Greg are not.
What I'm saying is it might have to do more with the turtles being alive. I recognize that they are part of this other world and things are sort of passing through it, whereas they are more permanent things, but I'm wondering if it has anything to do with the turtles being alive versus being soup.
Okay. Well, we'll probably find out sometime in the next couple episodes. Until then, I'm Pete Cochran.
I'm Link Hayes.
And I'm a canary with a broken wing. Was that better?
That was better.
It's feeling.
I liked it. Oh man, you broke the illusion.